Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. Well, the season is upon us. It is the last weekend of no football before there is football pretty much every single week until the bye week. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are as well. I don't know, my emotions or my tone in every video sounds like an AI character that a lot of people have been using uh, ever since this year and last year. I've seen a lot of AI channels pop up, not just for sports, but just for anything in general. A lot of videos, actually. So, yes, I assure you, I am not an AI person. I am a real person. And is that a good thing? I don't know. Maybe some people like it, some people don't. But hopefully, you guys do enjoy my talking for the past few years now. And I enjoy talking about the 49ers as much as you guys hopefully enjoy listening to my content and just talk about 49ers as fans. At the end of the day, that's all we are. We're just fans. We enjoy the game. We enjoy the 49ers more. And we hope one day the 49ers will win the Super Bowl, right? Anyways, let's talk about the season. It's coming up. Week 1, Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. Big division matchup. We're going to be playing against Sam Darnold of all people. That's going to be a lot of fun right there. A pretty much new team in Seattle. Geno Smith is in Oakland, or I should say Las Vegas. I'm sorry. He's with Tom Brady and Pete Carroll. I know that's a nice reunion, right? And I promise you, Pete Carroll only went to the Raiders just to mess with Jim Harbaugh. So that should be a very intense rivalry right there from their San Francisco, Seattle days. I can't wait to see that one in particular. That's probably the one I'm excited the most. And they get to play twice a year, right? So, yeah, let's see what to talk about. A lot of changes on the roster, a lot of turnover. Some people been really good pickups. Some people been injured and been really upsetting, honestly, for the 49ers. I know some of you guys have had a lot of frustration with some people, and I'll be talking all about that right here, right now. But let's talk about some things that are some good news. I'd say picking up Brian Robinson, getting a trade from Washington from our guy Adam Peters. I think that's a great pickup right there. Give a guy for Christian McCaffrey to take the load off, essentially. You have Isaac Guerrero as well, so they could be the three-headed monster like we had in 2019 with Raheem Mostert, Matt Breida, and Tevin Coleman. That was a great combo right there. But Christian, when he's on point, he is the best running back in the NFL. We missed him pretty much all last year. I drafted him number 1 in my fantasy whole draft thing, and he barely played. He played like 2 games, and then he was out for the rest of the year against Buffalo in that snowy game, which that was not a good day for us. Having Robinson, that should be a big difference right there. You know, it's funny. I know it's kind of weird, but we have 2 players that were victims of a shooting, both him and Ricky Pearsall. So yeah, that's pretty interesting right there, right? But yeah, I'm glad they're both doing okay. Especially Pearsall, that was a life-threatening thing last year, and glad he's in his second year playing in the NFL. Robinson, it wasn't as life-threatening, but still, getting shot, that doesn't sound fun at all, right? But anyways, speaking of the receiver position, that is the position that is the most concerning of all of them. We usually talk about defensive backs, but the receiving core, oh man, it just looks like a big mess right there. Your top 2 receivers that were with the 49ers last year are currently not playing or not with us anymore. Deebo Samuel's in Washington, so best of luck to him over there. Brandon Ayuk, he's still not available to play. He's out for 4 weeks at least due to the pup injury list, which is just a big disappointment. I mean, Brandon, he was able to wind his way to a big contract, and yeah, he got what he wanted, but he sure is not giving what the 49ers want is a return on their investment. So far, has not worked out. He played for a little bit after holding out, getting that contract, and then he tore his ACL. Yeah, I mean, it's been very frustrating with Brandon for the past year or 2 now. And I've always said on my channel for years and years now, I think Brandon is a great receiver, but I always thought Deebo Samuel was the number 1 receiver. And we're going to have to find out this year when he comes back on the field, and can he lead this young 49ers receiving core into greatness for 2025, assuming if he even is ready to play for this upcoming year. Kyle Shanahan did a press conference a while back. People were asking about Brandon Ayuk, and he did not sound assuring at all. He said he might come back maybe week 5, week 10, definitely not week 1. So that's definitely not assuring right there. And that's just a big disappointment because, we need all the help we can get in the receiver position, and not having Deebo Samuel, that hurts a lot for the 49ers in my opinion. Some of the guys we got Sky Moore in the trade with Kansas City. Is he the best receiver? No, he's not like amazing, but I mean, it's good depth to have. We could have had Tariq Owens, Terrell Owens' son. He played pretty decently in the preseason, but they did not keep him for the 53-man roster. They don't even have him on the practice squad, I don't believe. So that's a big disappointment right there. I was hoping that he could make the team. Quarterback position, Mac Jones is going to be our backup quarterback this year. So if he's on the team, then I guess Kyle has enough faith in him to run his system in case anything happens to Brock Purdy, which I hope that doesn't happen. I mean, Purdy's been able to stay mostly healthy for the past 2 or 3 years since he's been the starter for the 49ers. I'm hoping to keep it that way. Some changes on special teams. Thomas Morstead is going to be our punter now, which is amazing because Morstead is one of the best punters in the NFL. Right now, Mitch Wishnowsky is currently not with us anymore. They cut him this past offseason. But the big controversy, definitely Jake Moody. I don't know how to feel about this one, honestly. He had a very shaky preseason, and he's had a shaky year last year. It's just like, I don't know what Kyle Shanahan sees in him, honestly. I think some of the competition that he's had when he was out last year and this year, I feel like they could have been better fits for the kicking position than Jake Moody. I feel like Moody, sometimes he's really good, but, as the last name implies, his kicks are very Moody. He could be very good or very bad. So I'm hoping that he doesn't cost us any games this year. He's cost us a few in the past year or two now. He did play well in the Super Bowl. I'll give him that. He did have that 58-yarder, which was the record at that time for kicking a field goal. But what was his name? What's his name for Kansas City? I forgot his name off the top of my head, but he broke the record in like one drive later. So that's, I guess, cool for Kansas City, right? And by the way, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce announcing engagement. Wow, that is just crazy right there. Everybody's talking about that as they talk of the NFL town. So good luck to them on that. What else? What else to talk about? Offensive line. I don't know. It seems still a little questionable. I mean, I just feel like they don't put enough investment in the O-line position. They put a lot of investment in defensive line and everything like that, but they didn't really do much in the offensive line, it looks like. I mean, we had the typical guys that start for the 49ers. Aaron Banks is not with us anymore. He's currently in Green Bay, so that's a big loss right there. But defense, that should be the most exciting part for the 49ers. I feel very optimistic about it, even though defensive back is always a question mark for the 49ers in particular. Injuries for the 49ers is a questionable thing. Juwan Jennings, I think he's injured, but also I think he's probably holding out as well. Maybe he got the influence from Brandon Ayuk and them. He's probably like, Brandon's probably going to tell Jennings, hey, you see, I held out. They give you what you want if you do hell out. So he probably told him that, and he probably feels emboldened to hold out, which just sucks right there if that's true. I'm just making that up. I don't know if that's true or not. But Jennings is not really happy. He wants more money, which I don't blame. I mean, who wouldn't want more money? Jennings has been a great player for the 49ers. He's been clutch when you need him. I mean, what other player could you want in that kind of situation? But it's just that, I don't know. I mean, receivers can be divas sometimes, not just for the 49ers, but just wide receivers in general. And I don't know. It's just kind of a shaky situation right there. But I hope he can make it out by week 1 or be available very, very soon because he's an important player on the team as well. But we have a lot of injuries right now for the 49ers. Pup IR, it's already started. But I'm hoping that we can kind of dodge it this year. I don't think so. Don't expect people not to get hurt. People will get hurt. So fingers crossed. But hopefully the main guys like Purdy, McCaffrey, Kittle, Bosa, Mikael Williams, our new draft pick, Fred Warner, all those guys, they can stay as healthy as much as possible, and that'd be the only thing that we can hope for, right? I feel like that's the only thing that stops the 49ers from winning football games, well, except maybe the Chiefs, right? Just looking at some other things, the schedule for the rest of the year. So we play Seattle week 1. Who else do we play? Week 2, we play New Orleans. That shouldn't be too bad. Tomorrow I could do like a final prediction on what I think the 49ers will go in 2025. I'll have that probably tomorrow afternoon, Eastern time. But yeah, it's looking like a pretty interesting, pretty good, pretty easy, pretty hard schedule. I feel like it's in the middle. I mean, Seattle is always a tough team. New Orleans, they're not really good in my opinion. Arizona, they always play us tough. I mean, Arizona's just a weird team because every time they play somebody outside the 49ers, they're bad. But then when they play the 49ers, they play at their best. It's just kind of weird. Jacksonville, I don't know if you have faith in Trevor Lawrence. Los Angeles Rams, I'll be trying to go to that game definitely in Week 5, Thursday Night Football. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we got to play Baker Mayfield again, and they're actually not that bad. They're actually pretty decent. Atlanta, we haven't beat Atlanta in a while, actually, so I wouldn't really be too cocky on Atlanta. The Texans, we play D'Amico Ryans in Houston, so can't wait for that one. Love me some D'Amico Ryans, and it'd be nice to see both Robert Saleh and D'Amico Ryans together on both opposite ends of the defense. The Giants, they're not that good. I think they're pretty trash, in my opinion. The Rams again, the Cardinals again. The Panthers, I don't think they're going to be that good. I followed some of their preseason, and they did not look good at all, in my opinion. They looked really shaky. Even the starters looked shaky as well. So I don't know if I have a lot of faith in the Panthers. But, hey, you never know. The NFC South is really weak. I mean, honestly, the best team is Tampa. Atlanta is, I don't think, that as good when they don't play us. And New Orleans is just in a quarterback purgatory right now. They don't really have a quarterback. Derek Carr retired, so they don't really have anybody there. And then we have a bye week very late in the year, week 14, which is either a good thing or a bad thing. Tennessee, Cam Ward. Indianapolis, we might play Anthony Richardson because Daniel Jones is starting, and I don't know if he'll be good for them. Chicago, Caleb Williams, and Ben Johnson, and Seattle last week of the season. So I don't know. What do you guys think about the schedule? Do you think it's easy? Do you think it's hard? But you can't really tell because sometimes on paper it looks really easy. I mean, on paper it looks like a great schedule, but hey, you never know with football. Anything can happen. They always say any given Sunday, right? Or any given Thursday or Monday, depending on when you're playing. So yeah, 49ers, roster-wise, I think they're in a decent position. I'm not 100% assured, definitely by the wide receiver position. That's kind of the most concerning part of the team, in my opinion. But other than that, I feel like they got everything clicking as much as possible. Jake Moody is also a big concern. If they can fix those two issues, then I think that we're going to have a great year. I can't wait to see Robert Saleh go crazy when a player makes a big play like an interception, return for a touchdown, fumble recovery. I'm ready for that because that's the thing that defense has been missing is a guy that can motivate the troops. And so far, the past 2 years, we had not have that since D'Amico Ryans left for the Texans. And this is the guy that hopefully can stay with us for another year or two before he can get another head coaching opportunity in the NFL. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Just doing some catch up. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm definitely here to stay. Monday, I'll try to have position edge video against Seattle Seahawks. A lot of you guys have been asking me about that. I've been doing that on and off, so I hope to have that back Mondays and then Tuesdays predictions on who I think is going to win the game, and then just in between stuff before Sunday or in any given week whenever they play. So I'm excited. Definitely am. And oh, by the way, I think I mentioned it like a while back with free agency. We lost a lot of players. So Dre Greenlaw, Aaron Banks, Hufanga, Travarius Ward. They're all gone. Deebo Samuel got traded. So a lot of people are not with us anymore in San Francisco. So, yeah. Go Niners all day. I'm excited. As I keep saying, it's going to be a very interesting season. It's going to be a fun season. Oh, by the way, also, those uniforms, they, in my opinion, don't look that good. I mean, some people think it looks okay, but I feel like it's like fan art, fan concept. If they ask the fan, hey, make us a custom jersey, and I just don't like it, to be honest with you. I don't know, the faithful part kind of makes it cartoonish in my opinion. I mean, it's cool to represent the Niner faithful, all of us that are 49er fans, but I don't know, it just does not look good to me. But some of you guys might disagree with me. Some of my family members and friends think it looks cool, but I don't think it looks cool at all. But that's just me right there. It doesn't matter as long as they win football games. That's the thing that has to make it work. But the best uniforms, in my opinion, are the 1994 ones. The last time, when we won the Super Bowl, and hopefully we can get back to that place. Last year, 2024 was a bit of a down year. We've had some great years prior to that, but 2025 is the year to steer the ship back and hopefully make a Super Bowl run. Nobody's talking about the 49ers right now. Everybody's talking about the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Bills, the typical suspects to win the Super Bowl. But the 49ers are kind of up there, but they're not they're more flying under the radar in terms of that perspective right there. So I'm hoping that they can get some wins and generate some great, praise and stuff like that. But, sometimes it's just better to be the underdog. I hope the 49ers can do a good job at that. That's it, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the 49ers so far. Let me know about the offseason. Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Are you guys ready for the football season? And I'll catch you guys up tomorrow when I make my final predictions for this upcoming year. Bye, guys. I love you guys as always. Nice talking with you guys as always. And I hope to catch you guys up tomorrow on Sunday before the start of the season.